too far to be going back. I got that bread from straight scratch. Catching them boxes and flipping packs. Pull up on serving exotic J's. 448 got me up and paid. I went and got it, I'm self-made. I cut the check, I'm self-paid.
It's check chasers, right?
Right.
So, what kind of attitude it take to be a check chaser?
It takes the attitude of
Let me ask you again from a different way. Let me, from a music standpoint, and from just a human standpoint, like a adult standpoint. Like from a music standpoint, talk to me about that.
I mean, from a music standpoint, a check chaser, that's a person that's, you know, they've educated themselves on the business that they in thoroughly.
Yeah.
And you know what I mean, they all about every opportunity that's available within it. You know what I mean? And ain't trying to take full advantage of the industry that they in or whatever it may be. What speaking from musically, you know what I mean? Taking advantage of the music industry and taking advantage of opportunities and creating opportunities.
Facts. All right, from a human standpoint.
From a human standpoint, that's just an all around, you know, like guy that's just, you know, not guy, female, male, whoever it may be. It's just about their business, you know, about their business all the way around when it comes to business with you're taking care of your family, to staying on top of your financial business, you know, staying on top of your networking or your friends, everything, just all around is just like, you know, you about your business, just
For
period.
sure.
You know?
For sure. I mean, I think we talked about it one time before. It's like check chasers. Of course, we got check chasers from the music side, right? But you got teachers, you got garbage man, you got, you know what I'm saying? You got people, I don't care if it's a governor, a mayor, a policeman, you know what I'm saying? But
that's real talk though. That's the angle I wanted it to be when it comes to the average person hearing that slogan.
Yeah.
It's relatable to everybody.
For sure.
So a check chaser, just in a general way, is just somebody that get up every day and about their grind, no matter what, never lets anything get in the way of that.
Okay, I can rock with that for sure.
You know what I mean?
I can rock with that for sure. Does it take a certain attitude to be one?
Definitely. It takes the attitude, a positive attitude, a genuine attitude, you know what I'm saying? And those elements, they play a big part in the foundation of where you're trying to go.
Is character and attitude the same thing, man?
No, attitude is a part of your character.
Okay.
Your attitude is a part of your character.
Right.
Which I think, I mean, that's an element of character, of your character.
I can rock with that.
You know, so I think that's just, that's one of many elements that make up your character.
Yeah, I could believe that. But it's gotta be hard to have quality character and a horrible attitude.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's gotta be hard.
I don't even think they can quite exist in the same.
Yeah.
You know?
It's like, it's like it's a wash, like they cancel each other out.
It's one or the other.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like my attitude, it ain't really the best. So I'm lacking a lot of other things in my character because that right there, that simple element is so detrimental to all other things that make up you.
Yeah. Absolutely. What helps you build your character, yo? Like,
just people who I surround myself around and just life experiences in general.
Yeah.
I feel like, you know, definitely the people you surround yourself with.
Yeah. It was one conversation we had, and you talked to me about your granddad.
Oh yeah, my grandfather, yeah. And yeah, that right. I love my grandfather. We had a relationship. It was a lot of us too.
Yeah.
A lot of great grandkids and grandkids. I mean, his children too.
Yeah.
So we weren't super like that, but we was cool as hell. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of that, watching him, that kind of trickled down on me.
Yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking. Is like sometimes you build character by the people you get to see.
Yeah, and sometimes subconsciously.
That's my point.
Yeah.
Subconsciously, you either building character or a lack of it.
Yeah, that's true.
You know what I'm saying, based on what you see.
That's very true.
Go ahead.
Oh yeah, I was saying a lot of that a lot of the stuff my grandfather, that trickled down on my mother. Like that's how she took a lot of those characteristics too. You know, so and that's how I spent a lot more time with my mother than my father. So a lot of that rubbed off on me.
Yeah. Has your character been tested? You know what I'm saying? Like in this on the music side of being a check chaser and the human side of being a check chaser.
Oh yeah, definitely. I mean, definitely music wise and just in life, you know.
How'd you deal with it?
You got to stand on what it is you believe in and what you feel like is right. You got to stand, but you got to stand on it. You can't just bend and fold for certain situations.
Yeah,
I think that's what separated you from the rest.
Yeah. But you got to have a certain level of character to be able to do that.
Yeah,
you see what I'm saying? Like, cause if that decision you face with that decision, especially on the music side,
but a lot of that comes with experience, though.
Yeah,
you can drill it in a person's head and put a chart up here and have all the breakdowns and characteristics. But if they don't get out there and live it, it just ain't gonna quite make sense to them. Well, they ain't gonna know what to do. You can tell them, like I said a million times, but that's like an instinct thing and a self.
Yeah,
you know.
Yeah, for sure.
That's something you got to build up with yourself.
Yeah, over time.
Be honest with yourself.
Yeah.
Totally. You got to be totally honest with yourself.
Whether you're going to be able to live with yourself and look yourself in the mirror after you make the decisions that you make.
That's true. That's straight up.
Yeah.
Like, and I think that's a space some people don't want to step in and don't live in.
Yeah, for sure. You said be honest with yourself. I think that go back to another one of our conversations. We was talking about self-awareness.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's real.
If you're aware of who you are, it's like, for instance, I had opportunities when I was younger to do big things in the music industry. You know what I mean?
Right.
And they didn't quite work out. Right. The way I would hope. They work, but not necessarily the way I would hope.
Yeah, it never works out how you plan.
Yeah, right. But I've always told me and my business partner, we always talked about, like, if we had gotten that level of success that young, we might not even be here.
That's true.
Now, you see what I'm saying? Because I don't know if I had what it took then to make the proper decisions to keep myself out of trouble.
That's true.
You know?
And that's very true right there.
I'm self-aware enough now to look back and see who I was then.
It took me a while to rationalize that whole that's my little like conversation with God where it's like I want something, but I'm so wise now. I don't want to get it when I'm not prepared for it.
Facts.
Because I might not never get the opportunity to get it again.
Yeah.
So I just give it to me when he feel like I done met him halfway. You know what I'm saying? Because sometimes you get it too early and it's like it's like you never had it. Just one quick high.
Yeah. You know, one of the best ways I could think about dealing with what you just said is preparation, though, right? Yeah. Because the more prepared you are, the easier it is for God to meet you halfway.
Yeah, true indeed.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, true
so he's like, you don't want it when you're not prepared. But if you constantly preparing for it, you see what I'm saying? Then when it does present itself to you, you'll be ready.
Yeah, you prepared and you deserve it.
Facts. Prepared and deserving. And you'll feel that deserving too. You see what I'm saying?
You will.
Because it's a thing and that's one thing about cutting corners. You can get somewhere, but if you cut the corners to get there, everybody's not gonna feel like they deserve it. Some people's morals are gonna kick in.
Yeah, that's true. It's true. That's true. And then some people just like, hey, I don't want to pay to play. However I can get where I need to go, wherever my book will take me. You know what I'm saying?
I'm not mad at that either.
I'm not mad at that neither because it's a part of the industry for that as well. You know what I'm saying? In any business, really.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? But I mean, you know, that's when you got to step in and you as an individual say, hey, you know, I don't really indulge in that. That ain't my thing.
Yeah, that's not for me.
That's not for me. You know, yeah. Or I am a wolf. Let's get it. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
lane for that too.
It is. It's a lane for all of it. You just gotta. But being self-aware, you know which lane is for you.
Yeah, that's
you see what I'm saying? Because if you ain't a wolf and you jump out there in that wolf lane, best believe they're gonna let you know you in sheep's clothing.
Yeah, that's real. That's real talk.
You know what I mean?
That's real talk. A lot of people get that confused and don't. You know, they jump out there and want to be like, yo. I think I'm a wolf. I'm not sure quite. But the wolves, they confident about being wolves before they jumped out there. They said, hey, this is what I am. I'm him. I am him.
Yeah, and some of them was put in positions where they didn't have no choice but to be a wolf.
That's true indeed too.
And then you is out here choosing.
Yeah, that's true indeed.
That ain't
that don't settle well with with a lot of them. That's like you out here with the hyenas now.
Right. Right. And that's in music and in life.
Yeah, that go both ways. You're right. The sharks in both of them.
For sure.
Man, yeah, definitely, man. That's character and your attitude. That's gonna take you wherever you know. That's gonna carry you a long way. Yeah, you know, or it could make or break you.
Yeah, it's gonna make or break you.
Yeah, it's gonna make or break you. Right. Yeah, and you can avoid a lot of stuff by not, by listening and taking heed versus having to go through some bullshit and then reroute yourself again. Yeah. But sometimes that's how some of us learn, though.
That's how a lot of us learn.
Yeah, a lot of us learn.
You know what I mean? That's how a lot of us learn. It'd be great if we could all learn from other people's mistakes. Yeah. You see what I'm saying? And I feel like we do.
I tried to live through that lens for a while, but I mean, you can't do it. So
because you gotta bump your own head.
Yep.
You see what I'm saying?
You got the experience, live and learn.
So I mean. But those mistakes ain't failures, they just mistakes, setbacks, and you know what I'm saying? Sometimes lessons that were necessary.
Yeah, that's true indeed. You know? That's true, that's very true. That's a part of your journey, and you gotta accept it and take it.
Yeah, you got to. Yeah. You got to. I mean, if you ain't ready to accept that, then you definitely not ready for success, entrepreneurship, or you know what I'm saying? You're not ready.
Nah, you definitely not, because it's gonna come with some disappointments and some hardships.
Yeah, okay. With that, how do you deal with those disappointments and those hardships? Like, what do you do? I mean, me personally is just, you got to take that hit to the chin and then be like, hey, what I need to do is get back to the gym to avoid that. You know what I'm saying? Next go around, you know what I mean? Right. So I just take it like, hey, I can't really cry about spilled milk or nothing. You can just take it in and breathe that shit out. You know what I'm saying? And find a way to get to it. You know what I mean? For sure. That's all I ever known. That's all I ever had to do. I ain't really had nobody to kind of sit down and say, hey, let's figure this out. Yeah. Let's do this. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna say that. I have friends that just want to help, lend a hand sometimes. You know what I mean? But nobody will be like, we're gonna do this or that. You just gotta go back to the drawing board, which Yeah, for sure.
And figure that shit out. But for the most part, I ain't the venting type, you know what I'm saying? I vent, don't get me wrong, I ain't just bottled up. I vent, but I don't, when it comes to problems, I try to mentally figure that out on my own. Yeah. And if I need a hand, I'll reach out. Yeah. I've never been the type too scared to reach out, though. I'll reach out if I need help.
For sure. And that, especially as men, a lot of us don't really
their egos
like to do that. Yeah.
Ego and pride is a motherfucker, you know what I'm saying? But you got to learn how to tame them.
Mm-hmm. You got to. Yeah. You got to. And that's probably one of the hardest things.
That is naturally. For some people aren't just over the top ego, They're kind of more humble and, But naturally, I feel like a man, you're right. Yeah. Once you get around
especially
other males,
alpha.
Exactly.
Especially an alpha male.
Yeah, that's true indeed.
You gotta check that sometimes. In business, right?
Right.
I imagine, and I do. I imagine you've seen this as well as I have. Is you come in contact with a whole bunch of alphas. Indeed. So it's, a lot of times it's alphas sitting around the table just like this, right? Yeah. You see what I'm saying? So you have to be able to be confident in who you are and have that ability to communicate. Without getting necessarily rubbed the wrong way. Yeah. You know what I mean?
And some of them can't be. I don't know, man. Some of them can't be around them because of their ego. And so, you know what I'm saying? But I feel like if you can't get control of that, that's like you letting like some of the issues that females deal with overcome you.
You know what I'm saying?
That just ain't in me. So I can't understand it. You know what I'm saying? So I back away from folks like that. I just say my distance and let you do you. But I give everybody an equal shot.
Facts. Everybody with me start at 0. You see what I'm saying? You either gonna work yourself in the basement or you gonna work yourself to the penthouse.
Yeah, that's true.
It's one way or the other. But
you can come out the basement though.
You can come out the basement.
You come out the basement.
You can come out the basement and go to the penthouse for sure. But you're gonna start at zero. I'm not gonna start you in the basement necessarily. You know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna start you at zero.
That's true indeed.
But you're not getting the benefit of the doubt either.
Yeah, that's
you see what I'm saying?
That's true.
I'm not gonna start you in the penthouse and let you fail to the basement. Like, you're gonna start at zero and work yourself up.
Yeah,
you know?
it's only right. I mean, for that person that's benefiting. For that, you know what I mean, mold and shape them for the right things in life.
Absolutely.
Yeah, so I agree with that totally.
Yeah, you know, we try.
Yeah, that's how you can do it at the end of the day. But I mean, you're an open-hearted person though, you know. Yeah. Like you ain't just shut them down. You say, hey, I give you a shot.
Yeah, you get a shot. You get a shot. Yeah, I don't know why not.
I respect that.
Yeah.
Ain't nobody, and I feel like can't nobody do nothing but respect that. Out from the outside in.
Yeah, I would hope. You know. Hopefully, energy-wise, they'll be able to feel that. Yeah. You see what I'm saying? Like I'm not cut off from the beginning. I'm just as accepting. You know what I'm saying? But I ain't. You know. Yeah.
And you know, like back to the alpha male thing you were saying, like you wanna find yourself in a room full of those. You know what I mean?
You do.
You know, all that sharpens you. You know, you want to be amongst people that's on your level and above your level.
Yo, that's a gem. Yo, that sound like networking. And you see what I'm saying? Yeah. Meeting and mentoring all rolled up in one. You see what I'm saying? It's your circle. You want to be. You said what you said. You want to be around people that are equal or above. Yep. You know, in stature, in education, in intellect, in creativity, everything.
I want to be exactly. And most of the time, I want to be. I don't mind being amongst those that are on my level because I learned something from them as well. Yeah, we both got experiences of how we got where we are. Yeah. And the people that's above us, you want to be around that. You don't want to be intimidated by that or feel shunned or anything. As long as that person don't make you feel right, you know, then that's where you want to be.
Right. And if that person is doing something to make you feel that way, then there's something wrong with their character.
Yeah, it's something wrong. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. That's not you. It's something wrong with them.
Yeah. You know. Well, I was saying
that happens in some cases. That happens in a lot of cases.
It does. I'll say this though, in all honesty, if there's a situation and I'm in a room and there's alphas, right, and I'm feeling sunned, right, for lack of a better word, you see, or I'm feeling less confident than I should, right, or somebody said something to me that rubbed me in a way, right, I think I probably should check my ego to make sure that what that person said ain't right. You know
first thing first, they need to go through that process. Yeah, so which is checking I'm checking myself. Right. Am I over? You know, am I over the top about this? Right. Did I take that in wrong? You know what I mean? Right. And then if that's not the case, then that was said in a manner that should have been said in a whole different way. Yeah. Right. And we could address it that way. Yeah. You see what I'm saying? Of course, right. And move on from there. You know what I mean? But yeah, you're right. It falls. It's either the two. Yeah. It's one of the two.
Because I mean, just truth be told, I've been in a situation where, you know, I was working for somebody. Well, potentially working for somebody, right? Right. And they, of course, in that situation, had the money, had the power. It was their situation, right? And I'm providing the service. And when they came to ask me a question, I answered it with a vague answer. Right. You see what I'm saying? So they dug a little deeper and finally got the answer they were looking for. Yeah. And then proceeded to tell me the next time I ask you a question, answer it. Right. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. Kind of sun me. Yeah, But the truth was, this is a millionaire dealing with $1 million of investment, and he asked me a question leading to his $1 million of investment. Right. He wanted a square answer. I would have wanted a square answer too. I can't be offended because the man told me he could have said it differently.
True. That's true.
He could have said it differently. You know, but the truth of the matter is, what he said was correct.
Yeah, and I guess he felt like I had asked you.
3 times. I had to ask you this question 3 to 4 times to get the answer. I knew the answer before I asked you.
Yeah, your attitude is what it gets you. You know what I mean? Because you can have the greatest attitude and characteristics of just your morals and everything. Just A1. The person that aura people want to be around. Yeah. But and that can sometimes defeat a person that's got all these qualifications and all these skills. You can still potentially breeze past them because of your energy and your aura. People want to be amongst that. versus that person that knows it all and knows everything, but their aura and their attitude is just shitty.
You probably will, because it's
so we got some asshole winners.
oh yeah.
You know what I mean? And
yeah.
I think don't let me put this out there too. It takes a little bit of asshole in everybody for you, for a little balance for you to exist in your world. You know what I'm saying? But some people just overly.
Yeah. Some people, it's a power trip to them.
Yeah.
I think when you chasing it, right?
Right.
You're gonna be put in situations where people have to see the asshole that you got within.
Right.
Period. I don't know if that, like you said, is a balance. It doesn't necessarily make you an asshole.
Right.
It just makes you it gives you the ability to stand up for yourself. And sometimes to stand up for yourself, you have to be an asshole.
Right.
But you're right. Assholes make it too.
Yeah.
You know, that's what when you were saying that lane, and people, it's a lane. You could do it with authenticity. You could do it with complete bullshit. Yeah. For lack of a better word. You know what I mean?
You being an asshole don't take away from your consistency.
Nah.
You being focused.
Nope.
You know what I'm saying?
Nope.
You're just a consistent, focused asshole. You know what I'm saying?
But having the right energy and attitude will add to your focus.
Yeah, definitely.
Consistency.
I feel like that project your speed of getting where you're going.
Facts.
Is like 10 times faster.
Facts. Because people is opening the door for you because they want you there.
Yeah, true
you
indeed. You don't have to knock on anything. People are opening doors with welcoming arms. That's true indeed. But you just gotta hold on to that and don't lose that along the way. It's easy to lose it along the way.
It is. It is.
You know what I'm saying? To care about just being conscious of everything around the people around you and how you, you know, make people feel. And sometimes you don't want to be too sense off. But you want to be considerate at all times, and you know what I mean, and use this before you start just doing that.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? So you gotta let that process first before you start doing that, and then make your move from there.
I think so. I think that's perfect advice.
Yeah, that's the best advice I can give you. Yeah. I try to, as the age I do more listening than talking. I'm not listening to a 3-year-old to a 94-year-old.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? You never know. God He's sending messages.
Yeah, it's wisdom in all of that.
It is. It is.
I got that bread from straight scratch, catching them boxes and flipping packs. Pull up on serving exotic J's. 448 got me up and paid. I went and got it, I'm self-made. I cut the check, I'm self-paid. Watching that money.